Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about the Leapfrog Learn and Groove activity table. This is a toy designed for infants to toddlers. It becomes an infant toy if you take these legs off and just kind of have this top on the floor. And then a sitter or a supported sitter could, I guess, play with it. Most people just use these as a table, though, and just have the legs on here. In real life, primarily, I think this is more for the older infant to early toddler phase. So I would say basically when your kids start to pull up and really want to stand by themselves, when they start cruising, that's going to be like the heyday of the activity table. Any activity table you get, but definitely this one as well, because, it's the perfect size. They can just kind of pull themselves up on it, or you can help them pull. Sometimes it can get a little wobbly, and you have to make sure they don't fall down. But it's great for them just to start cruising around it, and it keeps them occupied as well. We've had this Leapfrog activity table for, I want to say, about 3 years now, actually, and it's held up well. We got this from my daughter when she was born. It was one of the things we actually requested. And I asked for it based on the fact that my sister actually had the Leapfrog table for her youngest. And I will say that if you've ever seen the earlier version of the Leapfrog table, I actually think the earlier version was slightly better. Very, very similar. I do feel like the earlier version, though, was not quite as wobbly. This is not terribly wobbly. I don't want to make it sound like it's dangerous or anything. It's not. It's just that the earlier version just felt a little sturdier, and I just feel like that's generally the way it goes. The earlier versions, for a lot of reasons, some things seem to be better. But we have been happy with this. If you have kids, if you've been around kids, you've definitely seen this before. It's pretty ubiquitous, but for a reason. It is a good activity table, and it works. And like I said, we've had it now for several years, and it is held up well through 2 different children. So I will kind of take you through a little bit of the features. You can kind of see everything. It's shaped up pretty musically. Over here are the switches. This is the on-off switch. It does have multiple sound options, volume options. So if you go, there you go.
Red, square.
So that's just the normal sound. And then here is the super loud sound.
Red, square.
I don't know if you can tell through the camera, but the super loud is really loud. So I definitely would recommend not doing that volume. I would definitely put it in the middle on the normal one. However, having said that, kids, as they get older, they love these little switches too. They think they're so much fun. So you definitely will, they're going to switch this over and you're going to hear the super loud volume all day, or they're going to switch it all the way to the off position and then start crying because they can't tell where the music went, and you're going to have to fix it for them. But in the ideal world, it would just be on like the normal volume. And then over here, it does have an English to Spanish option. So here's...
Cuadrado, rojo.
So... it does obviously have some educational features on it. It does talk about
Red, square.
red square, yellow triangle, green circle. Again,
Circle.
this table is really for younger kids. I would say, I want to say that probably my daughter was probably about 6 to 9 months when she began using this. It's really when they start pulling up. Every kid's going to be different. When they start pulling up when they walk around. So 9 months to 12 months, your children probably are not going to be learning about red squares or yellow triangles. So I don't know how important the educational features of them are. It's nice. It's not going to hurt. But, there you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There you get the numbers. And every single thing that you see here does make a noise. And sometimes they go on for a very, very long time. So what I'm going to do is actually turn off the noise for right now. So yeah, every single button here makes a noise. It's great. Little kids love it. There's lots of little boxes they can open. They can put little treasures in there, and believe me, they will. Here is the book at the top of the toy. You switch that over, and that actually switches the functionality of the music. This was actually one of the very first things my kids loved doing. They loved kind of flapping this back and forth. But I will turn it back on, and I will let you know what the difference is. When it's on this, you just get music, no words. And then when you switch it over, that's when the educational features and the words come through. So again, it's probably not stuff that your infant to toddler is going to care about too much, but it's nice. It's something different for them, and they can get the idea of cause and effect. Like they switch this over, and something happens. They just hear music. You switch this over, and you get different kinds of music. So it's it's good. Like I said, we've had this table for many years now. Well, not many, but 3 years, and it's worked out well. I definitely recommend it. I have recommended it to other people. No complaints really. So this is again the Leapfrog Learn and Groove activity table. And I think it currently retails for about $45, but this is definitely something, again, because it's so ubiquitous, everybody has one. If you can get one secondhand, definitely do it. Our table personally has been through 2 kids. It can definitely go through at least 1 more, if not 2 more. So I would highly recommend, if you can find this as a hand-me-down, yard sale, whatever, go for it. It would hold up well. And they don't play with it for a ton of time. Once they kind of get past, definitely beyond 2, it's going to lose their interest. And depending upon your child, it could be even earlier. So, yeah, so it's a great hand-me-down item or shower gift. But yeah, would definitely recommend it. Thanks.